Mercury is retrograde until the 15th of the month, but it goes direct at the same time as the new moon, giving you impetus to get cracking on things again. Until Mercury goes direct, it is an ideal time to refine and perfect. While dealing with the messy little details can be a real snooze fest, they are best dealt with now so that your projects can build up steam after the 15th, and more importantly so you are not as vulnerable to criticism and attack. While travel, especially for study or attending trade fairs, is not advisable before the 15th, you can still plan your trip in detail and make all the arrangements. This period of pause regarding the more ambitious parts of your plans and strategies is vital in terms of getting a better, sharper focus on the details, which, if you are honest, were indeed a little vague. If you are getting academic work ready or preparing a report for work, this is a time to clarify all facts, data, and sources and make sure that everything checks out and is verified. You have more time than you think, and the worst thing you can do is sacrifice speed for accuracy just because you are under imagined pressure or feel that if you do not finish in double quick time, you will miss an opportunity. The best version of your project is to come, and so carry on tweaking. From the 15th, there is far more certainty, and you also feel more secure about the route forward and less distracted. You can now build forward momentum, especially when it comes to the external aspect of your work. Your intellectual input, flair, presentational ability, and ideas can now shine and be appreciated. You can have a great impact on others now, and your ideas can catch fire and spread. Leo are enjoying the arts this month, and you will take in more movies, eat out more, and generally seek out pleasure at the expense of anything humdrum. You can become quickly irritated with other people, and that is why you are best sticking to neutral subjects and focusing on activities rather than conversation. Learning is not always something that happens quickly, or without effort. The most valuable lessons learned are the hardest, and that is what Leo are grappling with. Study, whether it is formalized or part-time as a hobby, can be frustrating and stressful, and you may want to just pack it in. You may have to deal with crisis in confidence, doubt in your own ability, and even a battle of wills with your teacher, but you need to stick with it and gather the mental discipline to muddle through. Do not despair. It is not all about more hard work and more hours. It could be a different approach, a new teacher, or a new method which would work better for you. Strong opinions or beliefs can be causing you more pain than the good they bring into your life. Leo may need to detach a little from things which could be becoming obsessions. Is some desire, belief, or quest taking over your life? Now is the time to take back control over it and start bringing more balance into your world again, as attitudes are becoming lopsided. Leo tend to look for the easy way out right now. You want quick fixes and can sometimes run from one failed quick fix to the next, wasting money and time. You want to avoid cold hard facts and keep pinning your hopes on promises that tend to be inflated. Stay away from anything promoted on Facebook or Twitter and adhere to the principle, if it sounds too good to be true it is. Love running smoothly means being aware, watching what you say, and being cognizant of what is going on. Leo must be willing to adjust and take on board the feedback you get, both explicit and implied, from your partner. Communication is not just about what is said, it is understanding what is behind the words and reacting to that quickly. Leo in new relationships should also be cautious not to embarrass their partners. Just because something worked well in a previous relationship does not mean it will work in this new one. In new relationships, there is very much a trial and error phase where you need to see what works both sexually and regarding having fun together. There should be no guilt when things do not work out. It should be part of a learning process where you acknowledge from the start that there will be some blips, but where you expect to uncover some really important building blocks that become mainstays of your relationship. Leo in marriages may have important decisions to make with their partner about children. This can be in connection with their future and their achievements. These decisions are often about things which are very exciting and aspirational, and you can feel that parenting is very rewarding right now. Planning in love is important. You need to set time aside to be together and work on the relationship, especially the romantic side. If life has become a tornado of activity or a treadmill of work, now is the time to shout stop and create room for the affection, romantic stimulation, and feelings of togetherness that make the treadmill bearable. The key message for April is that you deserve love and you deserve fun, and without the two, what does life amount to but work, routines, and clock watching? So throw off the shackles, forget the obligations, and make time for some rejuvenating, life-enhancing activities that reaffirm your love for each other and your zest for life. This is a good month to work on goals that you have set yourself as a couple, but make these goals exciting, something you can really pull together for. Daily routines speed up, and work is more demanding with more to do and higher standards to achieve. Luckily, you have more energy, and your level of commitment is high. Working with others can be hard, and it takes more effort from you to keep faith in the team and keep your temper. If you work in an environment where your colleagues are up for a full and frank exchange, then that will be easier. But if you are treading on eggshells and trying not to step on toes, that can be very exhausting. You work best where you can use your own initiative and work independently at your own pace and using your own methods. Disputes with colleagues concerning creative differences are the most probable, and you will have to be patient in these circumstances, using all your diplomacy, tact, or even promises about future favors to get things going your way. The best approach to work is to take on responsibility and lead by showing your commitment to the work or the goal rather than being authoritative. Leo can lose out right now if they try too hard to be one of the gang and look to switch loyalties or compromise on principles. There is a difference between diplomacy and appeasement, and that difference can be part of a hard-learned lesson. It is a month where you should avoid workplace romance, even if it is tempting. Too much familiarity or flirting in the workplace can arouse both suspicions and jealousy in others and can make cooperation even harder. The moon waxes from the 15th to the 29th of April, making this a good time for inceptions and takeoffs. However, this is not a good time for spending not linked to current projects and obligations. Leo are business-minded, and this is a very productive period of building, getting the administrative details organized and gathering momentum. This is also a great time for careers which involve research, developing projects, and collecting data. You have an enhanced ability to sort the wheat from the chaff and reach conclusions that are helpful and in some cases quite surprising.